Hey everyone, Sam here, also known as Mr. Stainless, and we are back with another State of Decay 101, a series dedicated to helping you learn everything there is to know about State of Decay 2. And today we're looking at how to repair and upgrade weapons as well as unjam firearms. But before we do, if you want to join the community of survivors here in the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Now, good melee weapons and firearms in State of Decay 2 especially are invaluable in taking down the zombie hordes, especially if there's a juggernaut or two in among them. Now, however, with excessive use, you'll find in-game that your weapons are going to suffer from wear and tear. For me, I prefer to use blades in the game, the medieval longsword especially, and after prolonged use it'll go into quite a damaged state. Now, if it's not tended to, it will break, making it unusable until it's repaired. The same thing can happen with your firearms. Use them often and they'll get damaged. Keep using them without repairing them and they'll get jammed. Now, just because your weapon is jammed or broken doesn't mean that it's useless and needs to be thrown out. There are a couple of ways you can repair them and get them back in the hands of your survivors, but in order to do so, there are a few things you'll need in your base. First of all, if you want to repair weapons, you're going to need a workshop and parts. Parts are pretty common loot that you can find in the game world. Equally, any weapon you have can be broken down into spare parts, and if you find some weapon parts out in the world, you can actually break these down and recycle them in a workshop for 50 parts too, which is pretty useful. Now, if you have a workshop and some parts lying around though, all you've got to do is put your broken melee weapon or jammed firearm into your supply locker, hover over it, and you'll see on the bottom of your screen you can press the Y button, if you're using a controller that is, to repair it. It'll tell you how many parts you need to repair the weapon, and hey presto, your weapon is good to go again. Now, there is another way though to unjamming firearms and repairing them. If you level up your survivor's shooting skill, you may get the option to give them the weapon handling skill. And this is super useful as it will actually let you unjam your firearms for free, no parts required. All you've got to do is get the survivor with the skill to equip the jammed firearm, get them to fire it, and they'll begin a short animation to fix it. Now, once they do, they'll usually shout "fixed it" or something along those lines. Just know that you may need to have some ammunition on you for this to work. But folks, that is how you repair weapons and unjam firearms in State of Decay 2. One thing I'd recommend is at least having one survivor in your community who has the weapon handling perk for your firearms, and equally stockpile as many parts as you can. I know it's really easy to just overlook them when you're out scavenging, but they do have a use, and usually you'll find you're out of parts when you need them the most. But folks, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, why not leave a like down below and let me know what your favourite weapon to use in game is. In the meantime though, if you want to be kept up to date with when my next video goes live, hit the subscribe button down below, and as always, have a great week and I'll speak to you all soon.